Welcome to Proficient Financial Planners YouTube channel Financial Education and Awareness Series. Did you know that mutual fund investments can be legally transferred in case of an investor's demise? If you are a nominee or legal heir, understanding the transmission process can save time and effort. In this video, we will explain how mutual fund units are transferred, the required documents, and how to avoid common delays. Many investors confuse mutual fund transmission with transfer. Transmission happens when the units are inherited by a nominee or legal heir due to the investor's demise. Unlike transfer, transmission does not incur capital gains tax since it is not a sale. Mutual fund transmission depends on the type of holding and whether a nominee is registered. Here are three possible situations. If a nominee is registered, smooth transmission process. If joint holding exists, surviving joint holder gets units. If no nominee is registered, legal heir must provide documents. Let's see an example of transmission when a nominee is registered. Mr. Arun Sharma, a 55-year-old investor, had invested in multiple mutual fund schemes. Fortunately, he had registered his son, Rahul Sharma, as the nominee in all his mutual fund holdings. When Mr. Arun Sharma passed away, Rahul wanted to claim the mutual fund units. Process for transmission. Rahul identifies his rights as a nominee. Since a nominee is registered, the transmission process is straightforward. Collecting required documents. Transmission request form, available on AMC website. Original, notarized death certificate of Mr. Arun Sharma Rahul, S PAN and KYC documents, as the nominee. Bank account proof, cancelled check or bank statement. Nominee declaration form, if required by the AMC. Submission to the AMC. Rahul submits these documents to the asset management company, AMC, or registrar and a transfer agent, RTA, like CAMS or KFintech. He ensures all documents are correctly filled to avoid processing delays. Verification process. The AMC verifies the death certificate, nominee's KYC, and other details. Since Rahul is the registered nominee, no legal heir certificate or court order is required. Processing time. Transmission requests typically take 7 to 15 working days if documents are complete. Units are transferred to Rahul. Once approved, the mutual fund units are transferred to Rahul Sharma name. He can either continue holding the units or redeem them based on his financial goals. When there are more than one nominees, each of them need to submit the common claim form along with their individual KYC and bank proof. After the claim is processed, each of the claimant receives equal number of units transferred to their name. Let's see another example, where there is joint holding. Mr. Suresh Verma and his wife, Mrs. Meena Verma, invested jointly in mutual funds under the either or survivor mode. Unfortunately, Mr. Suresh Verma passed away due to health complications. Since the mutual funds were held jointly, Mrs. Meena Verma wanted to ensure the smooth transmission of the units to her name. Process for transmission. Mrs. Meena Verma identifies her rights as a joint holder. Since the investment is under joint holding or either or survivor mode, the surviving holder automatically becomes the sole owner of the mutual fund units. Collecting required documents. Transmission request form, available on AMC website. Original, notarized death certificate of Mr. Suresh Verma, Mrs. Meena PAN and KYC documents, as the surviving holder. Bank account proof, cancelled check or statement. Submission to the AMC. Mrs. Meena submits the above documents to the AMC, asset management company, or registrar and a transfer agent, RTA, like CAMS or KFintech. Since she is the surviving joint holder, the process is much simpler and quicker than other transmission cases. Verification process. The AMC verifies the death certificate and the surviving joint holder's details. No legal heir certificate or nominee verification is required, as she was an existing account holder. Processing time. Since joint holders have direct rights to the mutual fund units, the transmission process is completed within 5 to 10 working days. Units are transferred to Mrs. Meena Verma. The mutual fund units are completely transferred to Mrs. Meena Verma's name. She can continue holding the investment or redeem it as per her financial plans. Transmission of mutual funds when no nominee is registered. Mr. Anil Kapoor, a 62-year-old investor, had invested in multiple mutual funds. However, he did not register a nominee for his investments. After his sudden demise, his wife, Mrs. Meenal Kapoor, wanted to claim the mutual fund units. Since there was no nominee registered, the transmission process required additional legal steps. Process for transmission. Meenal Kapoor identifies the issue. Since no nominee was registered, the mutual fund units do not automatically transfer to her. She must establish herself as the rightful legal heir to claim the units. Collecting required documents. Since no nominee was registered, the AMC requires more legal documents to verify rightful ownership. Transmission request form, available on the AMC website. Original, notarized death certificate of Mr. Anil Kapoor. Mrs. Meenal's PAN and KYC documents, as the legal heir. Bank account proof, cancelled check or bank statement. Succession certificate, issued by the court confirming her as the legal heir. If investment value is up to Rs 2 lakh, succession certificate is not required. Alternatives documents accepted. Indemnity bond and a affidavit from legal heirs. If investment value is above Rs 2 lakh, the claimant must provide succession certificate, probate of will, or letter of administration. When no nominee is registered, and there are more than one claimant, each claimant's KYC documents and bank details along with succession certificate, will, or letter of administration documents are required. Final tips and a conclusion to make transmission smooth: ensure your mutual fund accounts have a registered nominee. If you, an investor, update nominee details today. If you are a nominee or legal heir, keep all documents stored in a proper place easily accessible to you. Understanding these steps can help you save time and effort. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.